Hello everyone and welcome to another game-passionate gameplay video. I'm Top Shelf Toy, and in today's video we're going to be going back to school with Tony Hawk 1 and 2, both School and School 2. Some of you may be unfamiliar with the way the Tony Hawk games work, but in each level of the Tony Hawk games you have 10 goals that you try to achieve within a set amount of time. Normally the gameplay time is 2 minutes, but I'm doing a bit of a speed run in which the game allows you to play the level with all 10 goals in however long it takes you to get all 10. So I do go over the 2-minute mark, but it's okay. The gameplay you're watching right now is from School on Tony Hawk 1. It is the first school level that they did, and it's excellent. This fictional school is supposed to be in the city of Miami, and the goals are as follows. The high score is 15,000, the pro score gets 70,000, the 6 score is 125,000, high combo 10,000, collect the letters SKATE, collect 5 textbooks, grind 5 tables, wall ride 5 bells, heel flip the kicker gap, and of course get the secret tape. The level goals are pretty common in each level. You'll always have 3 different high score goals to hit, a high combo, you always collect skate in each level, and you'll always try to jump a gap and collect a secret tape. For me, the difficulty is usually finding out where that secret gap is. As you make your way around the outside of the gymnasium, you can find yourself another bell if you wall ride over there, as well as another textbook. The other great thing about this back area is you have rooftop access, which is important not only for this textbook, but also jumping to the other rooftop where another collectible is hidden. You can see it right over there. Before I had mentioned finding some gaps to be rather difficult, in this level, that jump right there is the kicker gap. If you haven't noticed already, I am playing with my own custom skater, and I've also boosted all of his stat points. I did want to touch on stat points specifically for a moment, because if you're playing this game and you haven't invested in that at all, you might be playing this game with a bit of a handicap. If you're finding that you can't seem to get enough hang time, you're not going fast enough, you're not rotating fast enough when you do your kick flips, or you're not spinning fast enough when you're trying to do your spins, that may be because you're not investing those points into your skills in those areas. Some secret tapes are not even gettable if you don't have enough speed and jump to get to the areas where they're stashed. As I was reading up on this game, I came across some funny bits of information that I thought I'd share with you all. One of them was that when Activision approached Tony Hawk with the rough draft, he saw that they were quote-unquote on the right track and signed under the condition that he would be heavily involved with its creation. The game was released just over a year later. Initially, Tony Hawk wore a motion capture suit, but the process turned out to be too time-consuming. For those of you who may not know, a motion capture suit, or a mocap suit for short, records the real-life movements of an actor or an object and sends it to a computer program where it will be applied to a 3D character. The 3D character will then move exactly how the movements were captured from the suit. A quick internet search revealed to me that motion capture suits today can go anywhere from $500 to $10,000 depending on how advanced you want to get. Anyway, after deciding to ditch the motion capture suit, the programmers referred to pre-existing video footage to animate the game. This allowed them to give each featured skater his or her own style. This is me hunting for the last bell to wall ride. Sometimes they're pretty well hidden, but if you look closely, you can kind of see that there's usually a light shining down on each one. There it is right there. I also read that Tony landed his first 900, his signature trick, 900-degree rotation, at the 99 X Games 1 month prior to the launch of Tony Hawk's Pro Skater, and that caused sales to shoot through the roof, as you might imagine. So I've managed to grab every other item and do all the other score requirements. The last thing on school in Miami is to find that elusive secret tape. And it just happens to be right here. Nothing quite like a 540 stiffy crash and burn. So this brings us to School 2. Probably the more iconic of the two school levels in the Tony Hawk games. Maybe because it was Tony Hawk 2 and it had already gained all the popularity from the first Tony Hawk. Maybe because people like this level better. I don't know. I think they're both great. I don't know if I could rank one over the other. In School 2, the goals are a high score of 15,000, a pro score of 70,000, a 6 score of 125,000, a high combo of 10,000, collect skate, of course, collect 5 hall passes, grind 3 roll call rails, kickflip TC's roof gap, get the secret tape, and wall ride 5 bells. That sounds simple enough, right? No problem. I don't know if you noticed, but one of the other level hazards flying around this particular map is the school security guard. That's right, the school security guard is whipping around the level frantically on a strange loop in his customized golf cart. So be careful, if he does touch you, he'll knock you on your rear end. There are a lot of things that I really like about this game, but one of the main things is that they did a great job adding real-life skate locations into the game itself. School 2, for example, is based on several popular skate locations and elements that are added to the level itself. There's Rancho Buena Vista High School, the Gons Rail, the Carlsbad Gap, and the Leap of Faith are all represented in the small framework of this map. If you're ever in the mood for some real-life skating daredevils, just YouTube Leap of Faith Gap and be amazed at what some of these skaters were up to in the late 90s and early 2000s. It is insane. A new feature that was added into Tony Hawk 2 was the addition of hidden areas. School 2's hidden area is the gymnasium, which you can see before you. There is usually some type of requirement to allow you to enter the hidden area. In School 2, for example, you have to grind a specific rail called the Open Sesame rail, and you have to grind that rail within the first, 30 seconds of the level starting, otherwise the gym doors remain closed. One of my favorite things in this level is the empty swimming pool here. And it's not just that it's an empty swimming pool, I really like that there's a triple level diving board in it. It makes me wish that this high school existed and that I could go swim in this pool because it looks like it's a lot of fun. Although the more I'm looking at it, the shallower I feel like it is, and therefore I don't know if I'd go off that high dive. It always seemed like School 2 was almost more of a community college campus than a normal high school based on how big it was and how open it was, but that was just my opinion. The guard finally got me. Only a few more things left to collect in this level. We've almost got skate there, just missing the E. And maybe a hall pass or two. With that little combo, we got ourselves the 6th score. Only a few more objectives left to get in order to close this level out. The E for skate, for example. If I could steer properly, that might have been a little bit easier. Instead, I ran myself right into a brick wall. So at this point, I'm pretty sure, I think there's just one more bell to get and maybe one more hall pass? I think that's right. I think the hall pass is on this rail, only at the top of it. I jumped a little too far down, so I got to correct course and go back up. And the last bell is actually on the wall to my left here. Didn't get enough of an angle there, so I'm going to recenter myself, and here's the wall ride. Boom! Last bell. With that, we are completing our gameplay session today for Game Passionate. I've been Top Shelf Toy, and we've been playing Tony Hawk School 1 and School 2. I hope you all enjoyed it. Please don't forget to give a like or subscribe if you haven't already. It helps our channel grow. Thanks so much. We'll see you soon.